Good morning, Steve Freed with the Morning Grain Comments. Markets are very quiet overnight. Beans unchanged at November at 12.71, while the Jan is at 12.89. Corn market maybe a penny better at 4.86 on the December. March is 5.01, and wheat's down 2 cents at 5.56 in the December, and the March is 5.88. Outside market stocks are a little bit better. Dollar's about unchanged, while crude is a little bit lower. Gold's a little bit higher. Yesterday, we finally got some numbers from the USDA, but they had to revise them. Initially, they said bean exports were 60. They actually came out and revised down to 38 because of double counting in the P&W. Season-to-date exports 111 versus 102 last year. Corn number disappointing at 21 million bushels. We've got 127 exports to date versus 111 last year. And the wheat initially came out at 14 million bushels. They revised it down to a little under 10. Exports to date only 233 million bushels versus 335 last year. Wheat market continues to drop because of the lower global prices, especially out of Russia. Egypt bought Russia wheat. From a weather standpoint, we've got some rains in the northern plains across the upper Midwest. The rest of the Midwest is dry. Certainly, conditions are dry for winter wheat emergence. Southern Brazil continues to be too wet, while central and northern Brazil and most of Argentina is dry. Again, at the end of the 2-week run, there is some showers for Argentina and the dry areas of Brazil. EU and Black Sea weather is dry. Western Australia is dry, but again, their prices on their futures are lower because it feels like their yields are coming in better than expected. You're kind of looking at an Australian wheat crop maybe around 26 million tons, which is the USDA number. Last year they did almost 40 million tons. The market also will be looking at Thursday's USDA supply and demand report. They have renewable fuel for soybean oil below food use. Many people think that renewable diesel fuel use will be higher than the food use numbers. But right now, seeing some pressure in the market as plants come on and the demand is not keeping up with that increase in supply. CONAB estimated the soybean crop next year at 162 million tons, which is a new record, 5% ahead of last year. But corn, 119 million tons. Even though it's the second largest ever, it's down 12 million tons from last year. So we'll be watching hot spots in the world, in the Middle East. We'll be watching how much flow Ukraine grain can achieve. We're also watching South America and then the USDA report. Continued choppy market. We're backing away from $13 in the nearby beans, $6 in the nearby wheat, and $5 in the nearby corn, with the funds short 189,000 grain contracts.